Welcome to the Moon Magic Tarot channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Our first card is showing already. In today's readings, these readings are, I'm doing these readings in alignment with the full moon, which is always about revealing things. And these are angel readings. So we are asking your angels very specifically to reveal your next steps to success. I say steps, it could be next step, but we'll see what we're shown. Super Souls, these are timeless readings, even though I'm doing them at the time of the full moon, because whenever you need to find your next step, the information will be relevant to you in these readings. So, reading number 1, you have the card of Parrot. Listen intently to understand. Reading number 2, Rabbit. Recognize your significance. Your card there. And actually, I'm being shown we're going to use these 3 cards for the readings. I'm just going to place them to one side. But to guide you in, Cow, give with unconditional love and grace. So those are our 3 cards to guide you in. I'm going to draw a rune and a charm for each as well, and we will use these in the readings. Okay. Reading 1, you have the rune of partnership. Reading 2, you have the rune of breakthrough. Reading 3, you have the rune of ice. Let's draw some charms. Reading 1, you have, oh, there it is. You have the lucky horseshoe. Reading number 2, you have the symbol, the word of love. Reading number 3, you have the cross. Beautiful. Okay, Super Souls, I'm going to leave the video running just for a little while. Let's place those down there. I'm going to leave the video running just for a few moments for those of you that need a little bit more time to guide yourselves in. And if you need to press the pause button just for a little bit longer, then just go for it. Do whatever feels right to you. You may find more than one are speaking to you. I will put the timestamps in the information box in the comments, and I will see you in the readings. Reading number 1, welcome. You have been guided into this reading by the card of Parrot. Listen intently to understand. The lucky horseshoe and the rune of partnership. Very conscious even in this card here. I just pick this up and show you the detail. We have partnership here together. You know, 2 of these beautiful parrots really snuggled up together here. So this is very interesting. We will see what element of partnership and indeed good luck in partnership is around in connection to this reading. Now we'll also, for those of you who were with me as I drew the cards, you'll know that 3 extras came out. So we'll take the first of these for this reading. Right, hyena, dare to be different. Ooh, I am loving this reading already. This is fabulous. And look at the kind of energy swirling in. And again, we have 2 hyenas. There's something here about you being you. Wholeheartedly you being you is almost what's really coming through. Now, I have an array of angel cards. So we'll draw some oracle cards first of all. See what else we are shown. I feel this is your card actually. Reading number 1. Okay, Feel both of those. And actually, because this looks as though there's an aspect of relationship here, it may not be an intimate relationship, it could be a business partnership, but I am actually going to draw from the Romance Angel cards as well, for those of you for whom this may actually connect to intimacy and romance. And there are 3 cards coming through already. Okay, there's a lot of 3s coming through. Okay, let's look at these first. Flirt, attraction, and retreat. Okay. We'll talk about these cards in just a moment. I'm going to place them just here for those of you that are connecting into this reading for whom relationship is going to be relevant to you, of an intimate nature. Angel of comfort. Outdoors, Archangel Jophiel. Go outdoors, go outside, get some fresh air and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. Compromise, and within the next few months. This is interesting because we have dare to be different and compromise. We are asking your angels for advice and guidance as to, is that going to fit in there? I think just about, yeah, I think we'll get that squeezed in. Angel of comfort. And again we have a couple here. So let's look at these cards first of all, Super Souls, and then we will draw some tarot cards as well. We'll draw from the Archangel Tarot pack. Listen intently to understand. Dare to be different. Compromise within the next few months. Let's look at this row first, because the rune of relationship, of partnership, indicates it's a one-on-one connection. So it could be an intimate romantic partner, but it could also be an indication of a business partnership, a connection with a business venture. For some of you, it could even indicate both. There could be, you know, some aspect of business partnership that's coming into your world that you're needing to actually navigate. Okay, there's definitely a navigating of some aspect of partnership. Now it needs to be in balance. Okay, so regardless of whether this is a business partnership, a romantic partnership, even a friendship, or a one-on-one connection to a family member, the way in which your situation needs to be navigated, this is the next steps to your success that we're asking your angels. So the key to moving forwards to success, it's not going to be fast. It's not also going to be slow. We've got within the next few months. What I'm feeling here looking at this is your angels are sort of saying, look, there's going to be more than one step. Okay, your next steps to success involve some form of negotiation. Okay, they involve a connection to somebody else. Your key to success is to do with partnership and it's to do with partnership, relationship and collaboration in some way. Now if this is a business relationship or some sort of contractual arrangement, it's going to be this is we have the lucky horseshoe. This is going to be very successful, I think. Very successful. It's something that I almost want to say there's work for you to do together. So this is a very successful partnership connection for you, whether this is, as I say, intimate or business. What I would say about romance and about intimacy, and this is important too, we'll come to these cards in a second. When for those of you that are new to my channel, I worked as a counsellor, a psychotherapist for over 28 years. I did lots of couples work. I loved doing couples work because, you know, if somebody's coming to see you individually and there's a problem in the relationship, you're only hearing and experiencing one person's viewpoint. When you're working with couples, whatever's taking place, it's going to take place right with you there and then in the room, and so you get to be involved and engaged with a much bigger picture. And I used to say to my couples often, you know, when we meet someone, we fall in love and we both have great expectations of our future, of a happy and abundant future together. But how we're going to achieve that, we can have very, very different perspectives of what that end goal might be, but we don't necessarily talk about those things because we fall in love, we connect, the chemistry's there, and then at some point we often then discover that the other person maybe has a very different perspective on how we're going to move forwards. And I used to say it's like contracting. You know, when you enter a personal relationship, we enter into a contract, an agreement, an arrangement. We want to be together, but we don't discuss the terms and conditions. And why would we? We're falling in love, we're having a wonderful time. You know, that is not something that we want to have on our agenda at that moment in time. We want to be full of that joy and that experience. But there will come a point when gradually, slowly but surely, we need to begin, if we're going to take those steps forwards to that really bright and amazing future, we're going to need to have some sort of discussion. We're going to need to be contractual in a joyous way, okay? And it avoids so many problems at a later date. And I can remember over the span of my long life as a counsellor and a therapist, on a few occasions I had some couples that came right at the beginning of their relationship. I remember one, they were so conscious, they were just delightful, really heavenly couple, and they just said, look, we are just in, you know, we're getting married, we're doing everything, we actually want to spend, just to have a bit of time together with an independent person, because we kind of want to get this right. You know, we really love each other, we really believe in each other, and we want to get this right. Rather than, they both come from families where there had been relationship problems as a role model, which was difficult. So their attitude towards it and their perspective was actually, look, let's start the way we want to continue. Let's move into a space where we can have complete openness and really establish some, like a healthy foundation before we even begin. I mean, it was quite an amazing piece of work. It was such an honour to work with them because it was so different. Not saying, you know, when we work with problems, that's completely fine. That's kind of what we're there for in that profession. And problems can be fixed if we can begin to bring them to the surface and recontract. So what I'm seeing is something, your next step to success, your angels are saying, and what I am seeing is a beautifully happy outcome. Arriving at a place where you're really comfortable and at ease with this other person. So whatever this connection, whether it is business, finances, or love, whether it's an existing relationship where something needs to be recontracted, or whether it is a brand new romance where you are starting to get to know one another, you're just meeting someone, or you're even calling someone in within the next few months. If you're, you know, we have some information here as well. This is the time, your angels are saying, to really contract very clearly. That's the next step. It's to do with negotiation. Your next steps are about negotiation. And they're actually saying, get grounded. You know, be clear. Go outdoors, get some fresh air, connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new ideas. So if, for example, you are in a brand new space of something and you're having a bit of an emotional wobble, because that happens too when we meet someone new and we're at the new beginning of a relationship, all our insecurities are brought to the surface. It's just how it is, isn't it? I mean, we're human beings. We can't help it. Go outside, get grounded. If you're having difficulty negotiating something, go outdoors, get grounded. Relax, get still, and creative ideas will come through for you. Okay, this is going to be a contract, an arrangement that looks to be incredibly full of good luck and good fortune. And you know, we get to this beautiful card, Angel of Comfort, where these people are really at ease with one another. Excuse me. They're comfortable with one another. They can relax. The root of this is trust, of course. We can never be comfortable with someone if there's no trust. So this is something that needs to be built step by step, negotiated, balanced. But it's really, this is, whatever this connection is, it's fabulous. It's got so much potential. Now, these lovely cards here are also helping us, because the card of retreat, although we see a married couple here, almost on the day of their marriage, heading off together to have real quality time together. You know, this is lovely. We have flirt, attraction, You know, extend your light-hearted energy to others. Attraction, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Again, this is a kind of a flow, it's of energy. And again, even to potentially apply to a business connection, it's about play with ideas, be playful, and enjoy every second of that journey of discovery. And, you know, listen to your, I mean, the attraction is going to be there. It already is. There's a desire for there's a desire for an outcome. If this is even a friendship or a family connection where something isn't quite right in relationship, then we are moving to a space of, you know, where this is going to be fixed and reorientated. But it's reorientated because you find creative solutions and you work out how to navigate from both perspectives, and step by step you kind of realign your own position in this so that you can be comfortable around this person. So even in that scenario, you are being given information. The next step or steps is a steady negotiation, evaluation, recontracting in some way. But do it with joy. Make it fun, laugh, enjoy, play. And, you know, if you are actually single and you're looking for a relationship, I think just by holding your clarity of what you want, be you, dare to be different. There's something here that you yourself are becoming available to be completely you in a relationship, which is heavenly. Don't be anybody else, just be you through and through, because that's the honesty of and depth of a real relationship and a foundation that is just magical. But this is going to move forwards within the next few months. So if you are single, get out there, have fun, be playful, be you. Dress the way you want to, wear your hair the way you want to, go out and do the stuff that you want to, because your joy will attract exactly the right person for you. When you meet this person, part of this negotiation, it needs to be done joyfully, this contracting, this navigation, to make it secure. We're seeing a lovely outcome here again. Really lovely outcomes. I often think this horseshoe for me often symbolizes, I think it reminds me of confetti. I grew up and for a part of my growing up I lived in a little village, and I loved if we went to school on a Monday and walking past the church gates and there'd be confetti on the ground. I used to love that. I used to pick up the little shapes. I absolutely adored it. And you know, this is always reminding me of marriage. So we have that element of contract coming in again here for you guys. Take time. This is actually the contracting aspect of this is something that you do with this person and with this person alone. It's not one of those scenarios where you go and, you know, talk to your besties about it. This is to be done between you. There's something, you know, if it's even a business partnership, this is something where you sit down and you really discuss the aspects of what's right for you both. Very, very clear information about your next steps to success. So whether it is success in business or indeed in, you know, for some of us, the aspect of success could be to do with a family situation, or it could be to do with intimacy and finding a romantic partner, but it is, you know, or, you know, finding a solution with a friend. So it could be any of these areas of relationship. Let's now draw from the tarot pack. And we have, your cards are coming through. And I'm seeing, I'm seeing this card and this one too. Okay. Ooh, Epiphany. Archangel Raziel, joy through spiritual growth, be a light to others, answers that come through meditation. Here we have Archangel Jophiel, get out Go outside, get some fresh air. Very, very interesting. So this is indicating, I think, that, you know, dare to be different. Maybe whatever this contracting is involving, you are going to need to think and receive answers about how you navigate this situation. Yes, because look what we have here now. We have Seven of Michael. There is a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. Review all the details. Now this is interesting because we've kind of had some specific information that I think relates to intimate connections. This card is actually more to do with business, I think. There is a better course of action available to you. It may be that you are working alone and you have really, this is saying to you, look, you know, step forward, your key to success. If this is connected to your work or your career and you are working on your own on something, it's time to reach out and connect, I think, with others. Three of Raphael, reasons to celebrate, a community of friends, happy announcements regarding relationships or children. We have the Emperor, Archangel Uriel, stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation, ambitious plans. King of Ariel, successful, stable, accomplished, powerful. Your plans are working out very well. Professional and financial success, using resources wisely. Then we have Page of Michael, an exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. And Five of Michael, this situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. Okay, so let's place these here. I think we can move those up. Okay. Now this is very interesting because contracting is the theme. Again, your next steps to success. Your angels are really speaking to you about contracting. Now, what we're seeing here is, for those of you, this is really in many ways attending to some aspect of, I think, more the business aspect of things, although we do see reasons to celebrate, community of friends, happy announcements. What we were speaking about before and what was coming through for you had such a strong connection to intimacy. For those of you for whom this is a business connection, something isn't feeling quite right, okay? Something isn't feeling quite right and you are looking to navigate to a position of success. Maybe you are finding the right business partner or the right person to collaborate with you. Listen to this. Page of Michael, perceptive, analytical, blunt. Truthful, perceptive, analytical, blunt. Okay. Seven of Michael, there's a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. Now, what I'm seeing here right at the beginning, for those of you for whom this is connected to business rather than romance, what I think we're being shown here is the need to be, for some of you, even the navigation of contracts is approach more than one person. You know, really use your intuition, your capacity to listen to your gut feeling, kind of really look at what you are seeking in a business partnership. We have success here, we have stability and efficiency. So really think about, from a business perspective, rather than if you meet someone who seems very charismatic, for example, and you think, wow, this person is really, I want this person on board, I could work with this person, I've been working on my own, or I need to embark on a connection, a collaboration with someone. Actually, in terms of business, this is not so much about being romance. Be playful. Be playful, get out there, have fun, and then navigate with delight for the journey. If it's business, there's definitely a more serious side to this contracting here, and you're being asked to really review, look at contracts very carefully, look at the detail. Don't just be blown away by the attractiveness of someone or the outward attractiveness of an offer. If there is an attractive offer on the table, look at it really thoroughly And really, you're going to have reasons to celebrate. You're going to find your tribe, the right connections. You're going to find the right company to work with, the right person, the right community. We have this card of celebration. We have the Emperor, stability and efficiency. I mean, this is leadership coming through here. Successful, stable, accomplished, powerful. Your plans are working out. So we're seeing the financial success coming through here. Okay, this is absolutely awesome. So for those of you in business, for whom this is a business connection, I'm loving that this reading is really covering your next steps to success in relationship. You know, whether it is sort of personal, romantic, family, or whether it is actually a business venture. If someone comes into your world who is attractive, charismatic, it looks like the offer is amazing, really check it out, because there could be, I think you might need to look at more than one offer in order to be able to get the one that is exactly right for you. You're going to find it. It's going to come to you. I mean, we have this beautiful card. Look at the owl here coming in. What is really interesting is this owl is sitting just behind him. It's coming in over his shoulder. So, you know, we have the kite up here. I really do feel there is a need to, yeah, you're being advised to just look at the detail, look beyond the attractiveness of a situation. It doesn't mean this isn't right for you, but you know, it's a bit like when somebody, let's say somebody uses a standard contract and, you know, they send it through, and then when you check the fine print, you realize it isn't quite right for you. Okay, dare to be different. Perhaps a standard contract that this person usually uses is not going to be right for your particular personal circumstances. So dare to be different, be you. It doesn't mean that this person won't be right for you. For some, it may be that you need to look elsewhere, but within the next few months, you're going to kind of reach the golden contract, and you're going to find the right people to work with, the right tribe. And this is looking, everything here is so successful. It's gorgeous. But yeah, just make sure, whatever the contract, look for the right contract for you. Look for the right business partner. Look for the right, look for the connections and what somebody is going to be giving you within that contract. You know, you need to know that they are able to handle the level of success that you're wanting to bring into your world from a business perspective. Wow, Super Souls, this is a really gorgeous reading. Everything is saying success, success, success within the next few months. So there is a process to go through. Your angels are saying, look, you know, there will be a step-by-step way to get to this, always balanced, always looking at every aspect of this. And we have such clear direction for you, whether it is business or indeed, let me just move these cards up here. I'm just going to press the pause button so we can finish by looking at all the cards in view. There we go. Hopefully we can see. So if it's intimacy, have fun. Even if it's family, you know, have fun, you know, connect in, you know, just be you, be strong, be solid, be joyful. Often, you know, humor is an amazing way to navigate things, even within families if there's discord. What I am seeing is success, success, success. Very clear if you are single and or in the beginnings of a relationship, or indeed repairing something that hasn't been okay. Flirt, have fun, just be the joy you want to see, and then there's going to be this going off and really being together and working out how you want to be, with this gorgeous card of comfort at the end. Business wise, cross the T's, dot the I's, look at the details. Don't be afraid to send a contract back and say, do you know what, this isn't quite right for me, we're going to need to tweak the details, or indeed look elsewhere. But step by step, I mean, everything here is suggesting this is yeah, it's just radiating success. Super Souls, I hope you have enjoyed this reading. It's been a delight to do it. It really, really has. I wish you all the joy and all the luck in the world. It does feel as though the luck is totally with you on this one. Super Souls, if you've enjoyed this reading and you'd like to get notification of any of my readings as soon as I post them, if you subscribe and press the little bell icon, they should come into your stream. I put a ton of free stuff into the world, so I will put links to just about anything and everything that might be helpful to you in the information box below. And yeah, what else do I need to say? Well, just a big thank you. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for supporting this channel. Thank you for yeah, just thank you for being you, because it's just awesome to be reading for you. Thank you for those of you who have been giving back through the super thanks, and thank you as well to those of you who support my work ongoing through Patreon. Wonderful, wonderful people. Have an amazing next few months. This is your road to success is open. Fab. Tons of love. Welcome to reading number 2. You have the rune of breakthrough, the card of rabbit. Recognize your significance, and this beautiful, beautiful symbol of love, stating it very clearly in one word. Now, these are the cards for those of you that were with me as I was drawing those first 3 that we drew in as an extra. Donkey, keep your heart open no matter what. Okay. Recognize your significance and keep your heart open no matter what. Let's draw some oracle cards. There's your card. Ooh, and there are your cards. Okay. And there is your card. Okay, let's have a look at these first. You have angels of the universe. So we're asking your angels today, what is your next step or steps to your future success, to take you towards your success, to open that doorway? Now I'm seeing a doorway opening here. Look at this, butterflies of transformation everywhere. Stunning card. We have career transition and brilliant idea. Archangel Chamuel, your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. Archangel Uriel, yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea to fruition. We have no need to worry. And then we have this angels of the universe. Okay, let's move these along so we can get them all into camera for you. I think that's going to work. Okay, right. I think, Super Souls, what we're being shown here, what your angels are really voicing here already, you actually have an idea. There's something you want to do. There's something you're wanting to bring forth, something that you'd like to do, but there is some aspect of you that it's very unique to you. Recognize your significance. You have something to do, something to say, something that you could initiate or create. At the moment, it's an idea. It's a vision. It's something of potential. But some part of you is uncertain about it or worrying about whether it would be valid or not. Your angels are saying to you, look, this is a brilliant idea. Please take action. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. I think for most of you that this is very much about either your calling, your purpose, a career change, a shift, maybe something that would take you away from, you know, a sort of a standard day job into something else. It could also be really, you know, you could be wanting to initiate or build or grow something that really is quite a big idea. And I'm kind of seeing that maybe there's just that worry about kind of even how to go about it, you know, whether to embark on this or not. Keep your heart open no matter what. you have something very significant here to share. Now this card here, let me just show you the, let's put our runes, our rune and our lovely symbol of love here. Have a look at this beautiful rabbit. We have a unicorn up here, the spirals here. Everything is coming from the heart. The spirals are an energy of profound creativity. It's like, it's a source of power. The spiral is a symbol of power, of creative power, creative energy. Whatever your idea, it's something that makes your heart sing, okay? And really, really, truly, you're being guided here. You're being offered, or there are suggestions that you need to take a step towards this, to initiate it, to do something to open this doorway for yourself. Now we're going to draw more cards and ask very specifically for information as to what reading number 2 need to do to initiate the steps forwards to make this possible. You are being given a huge affirmation here that this is a really amazing idea. This thought, this spark, this vision that you have is worthy of pursuing. That's very clear, and that's being given already in this reading. The breakthrough rune is like, it's almost like a 180-degree turn. So just what you thought you were going to do, if you were on a very steady and stable, I don't know, consistent sort of pathway, and then you get this idea and it keeps niggling and it keeps like singing to you or whispering to you and coming into your dreams. This is really saying, look, you know, this is that light bulb moment. This is actually worthy of pursuing. This is a really good idea. It's time to do something about it, because this is quite a life-changing rune. I think there is the worry here as well. Excuse me. I think there is the worry here. Perhaps because it does feel life-changing, it might take you in a whole new direction. It could lead you to, it could open so many doors. And I think actually there's a little bit of anxiety about leaving the sense of security or your stability, or just because it feels like it's an unknown venture. But we're going to ask for greater guidance about this, please. So for reading number 2, may we be given guidance. Oh, wow. Lots of cards coming through here. Okay, and I'm seeing this last one here. Okay, let's have a look and see what we're shown. Okay, right, you have the Emperor. So this is a card of leadership, taking charge of a situation, ambitious plans. Loving that. Page of Raphael, a new emotional situation. Right, this is interesting. Messages regarding relationships or social invitations. We have the Queen of Gabriel. You can do anything right now. Go after what you want. The ability to attract helpful people. Page of Michael, an exciting new challenge. Oh well, the Sun. Life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. And now we have an Ace card, Ace of Ariel. Wow, it's your lucky day. New resources of money, time or support, a change in job or a promotion. Okay, let's move those along. We have more cards here to look at. As your cards flew out, reading number 2. Okay. Knight of Michael, strong, committed. Time to move quickly. Choose logic over emotion. We move our little symbol of love. Yeah, keep your heart open no matter what. Okay. So, Knight of Michael. Super Souls, I'm going to pause the video and shift the cards so we can see them all. Okay, hopefully that's a little better. So, time to move quickly. New beginnings, starting a new life, finding your life purpose. 3 of Ariel, do what you love. The Wheel, new beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. Wow, you could not get clearer messages as to your steps here now. Reading number 2, this is amazing. So whatever the idea you have is, actually it's singing to you, it's right. You have such affirmation here. It really is that light bulb moment. Recognize your significance. You have something to share. Don't worry about it. The universe is opening a doorway for you. Now, you do need to take charge, taking charge of the situation. Allow yourself to take an ownership of those ambitions, those desires. You know, now these cards are very important, I think, here. Page of Raphael, Queen of Gabriel, Page of Michael. This is a new emotional situation, messages or social invitations. Now we know you need to take action. We're being shown this. This is going to start a new aspect or a new phase of your life. I think it's through some sort of networking or social connections that you're going to bump into somebody or have one of those conversations that actually is leading to this space of new beginnings. You may already be in conversation with somebody or in communication with someone to do with some aspect of networking or a social situation. And, you know, that is to be pursued here, because you can do anything right now. Go after what you want. You're in a space where your angels are saying you can attract helpful people. Be clear. It's really okay if you are connected to somebody socially or through a network of people, connections that may support or lead you in the direction you wish to go. This is a really good time to reach out and have those conversations. You know, go to networking situations, go into environments where you're going to mix and mingle with the kind of people who are actually going to be inspired by the same kind of things that you are inspired by. People who would feel passionately about the idea that you have to create something, whatever that is. Go connect with those people. You know, this is an inspiring success here. The sun, I mean, this is source energy. This is energy coming in. And the kite flying, dream big. Don't be prepared. Don't be prepared. Don't be afraid of sort of almost what I would say sort of reaching out in the, what might feel like reaching out in the dark. You know, that the owl flies through the dark and sees. The people you talk to, that you connect with, there's definitely an aspect of communication that's part of your next steps. Reading number 2. This is such a beautiful reading. You know, your angels are really revealing your next steps to success. Network, talk to people, connect with people, whether it's socially, whether it's through working environments. This is where things are going to open up. Someone will see your idea, they will see this magic, and they will want to support you. It's your lucky day, new resources of money, time, or support. A change in job or promotion. Talking to somebody and talking to people about your idea is going to open something up. I mean, look at the resources coming here. So discuss, talk, reach out. Don't be afraid to voice your thoughts and your ideas, even if it feels like it's just the spark of an idea. Don't be afraid to pick it up and go out there and say, hey, I've got this idea. I've been thinking about this, or have those conversations. That is your next step is about reaching out, but you can do it. It's about taking charge, reaching out, and then there's going to be time to move quickly. Logic over emotion, sudden changes. So as somebody makes you an offer, this would be the time to act on that offer, or act on that support, or, you know, whatever that support is. And we'll draw a few more clarifying cards around this to see if we're shown and given any more information around this. But new resources of money, time, or support. So whatever is coming to you, it will be, I'm going to say, procrastination would be not the thing to have at this moment in time. Take action. It's the right time to move quickly. And it's going to help you to move forward, starting a new life, finding your purpose, a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. So you may have to be leaving some things behind even in order to move forwards, and that's okay. You can view that movement forwards with great compassion. This is moving you to doing something you love. A time of great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavours, working with others in a cooperative manner, new beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. So, reading number 2, this could not be clearer for you. It's magic. Your idea is brilliant. It is absolutely time to network, talk to people, take the lead. And actually, as you talk to people, somebody, you know, or a collection of people, someone's going to come in and say, wow, this is a fantastic idea. I really think you should go for it. Let me help you with this. Whatever that help is, take it, because it's being offered to you. This, you know, allow yourself to receive that help, that support, and move this forwards. It's going to open up something that is, it really is, this is going to fly. Okay, so you do need to do something. You really do need to do something. Now, let us just draw some additional cards just to see what's, if we're given any information about these resources, or about any information just about how this might happen and how this might arrive. Draw from these lovely little angel abundance cards. Conscious consumer. You have the power to heal and help the world with your decision to buy only products and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. As a conscious consumer, you choose to invest in fair trade and organic goods. You live simply and you purchase only that which you need. So what this is telling us is, it may be that your direction, your thought, your idea, your passion contains some element of this within your own sphere. That you might be looking at setting something up that is some aspect of business or career move that either investigates this kind of element or adds this kind of element, or creates some sort of sustainability within the environment that you wish to move into, or whatever your idea, it connects to something of this. Okay, let's pop this here. What else are we shown? Ask for your needs to be met. God and the angels can only come to your aid if you make a free will choice to be helped, and it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask God for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you. Okay, this is such an affirmation of what you need to do to move forwards. You do need to reach out and ask people. You need to connect. You have an idea, pick up that phone, write that email, send it off. Actually, this is my idea. This is what I really want to do. I believe this is going to be really helpful. Put it out there. It's going to come to you. No more complaining. Oh. Excuse my giggle. I suspect almost all of us have done this at times. You know, when you just feel stuck in a situation and you really want something to move forwards, and it hasn't yet happened, and you've got this brilliant idea, but you also feel quite stuck in the environment you're in. Just put that down. We've got this lovely card here, a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. You know, complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never true spiritually. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedom. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. Now, there's a really clear message coming through with this card reading number 2, which is to do with sometimes our brilliant idea comes because we recognize that some situation that we're in or something we've seen isn't right. Now, this is like a contrasting experience. This is when something's not right, it's the something that's not right that gives us the idea of how to create something that would be right. What this is actually helping you in terms of your reaching out and your approach. With your reaching out and your approach, it's, if you think of your language, it's very it's much more affirming if we're reaching out or applying for something or applying for a grant, to talk about what we do want to do and what the positive outcome would be, as opposed to, you know, this is my idea because XYZ is wrong. It's more, this is my idea because it will create this, this and this and this, which will make a better world, rather than the world is wrong and that's why this is important. And it's taking that different and positive approach to your way of moving forward, so there's no more complaining. Even if something isn't right and it's your noticing of that has created your desire and your idea, we don't focus on that. We move away from what isn't right and we address it by creating what will be right and amazing. May we ask for one more card of direction to help and assist with how this might be. We have 2. Power of prayer. Have courage to ask for and accept help. This is really reinforcing everything that's being said here. Ask for help and ask for your needs to be met. This is really important, because I do think, do you know, often the only time that we pray, the only time we ask for help is when we're worried about something, or when something's reached a point of catastrophe, or we can't do it anymore. We feel just, I can't handle this anymore. And so we ask for help. Actually, it's really good if you get an amazing idea, just to ask for help to put something right. It's that shift away from the complaining aspect. You know, we ask for help and we say, actually, I've got this amazing idea. Can I have help with it, please? Please show me, you know, where to go. Please, you know, align meetings so I meet the right person. And please give me the courage to ask for help. Give me the courage to receive help as well. Power of prayer. Give this situation to God for uplifting and healing, and be open to miracles. Heaven's unlimited resources, love and answers are awaiting your prayers. Be sure to act upon the divine guidance that God gives to you in response to your prayers. And then asking for help is a sign of strength, as is accepting it as it is offered to you. So we're being shown very clearly. It says, very often when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. Be sure to accept this assistance, as well as giving it to others as you're guided. You're really being honoured. Your idea is being honoured. Also, the recognition that maybe there could be a point where someone offers you help and you could turn it down or procrastinate or hesitate. And this is about time to move quickly. It's, you know, your angels are really saying to you, don't lose this opportunity. You know, seize the moment. It's time to take action. Move away from the negative and shift yourself into that space of positivity, because the timing here is absolutely right. Wow, reading number 2, this is absolutely magical. I'm really thrilled for you, and I feel like I am sitting with your angels and rooting for you, like almost giving you a little push. Go on, it's time, reach out, ask that person, speak to that person. Not clear what the resources are coming, more that the information they've been offering you is more to voice support of you to actually do this, and not to hesitate and not to step down or get involved in any aspect of internal thinking patterns that might hold you back from accepting and grasping this and going with it and running with it. Super souls, this is magical, absolutely magical. So I'm going to wind this reading up. I feel it's come to its natural completion. Super souls, it's been absolutely gorgeous to sit in the energy of this possibility for you, and it's such an abundant possibility. It really is magic. Super souls, if you've enjoyed this reading and you'd like to get notification of any of my readings, whether it's a spontaneous one like this, or I post readings every single Sunday for weekly guidance, if you subscribe and hit the little bell icon, they should come into your stream. I put a ton of stuff in the out into the world for free, all sorts of resources. I'll put all the relevant links to everything that I do in the information box and the comments for phone users. Thank you for joining me. You guys really have something to bring forth, you know, and it's really going to be valuable and significant to many. So really believe in yourselves. That's what this reading is saying. Super Souls, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your shares, likes, comments, for subscribing. Thank you for being a part of this amazing community. Thank you to those of you as well who give back through the super thanks. It is so appreciated. And thank you also to those of you who support my work ongoing through Patreon. Just tons and tons of love to you all. Reading number 3, welcome. You have been guided in by the cow card, give with unconditional love and grace. You have a cross and you have the rune of ice. Something very gentle about this reading. And the extra cards that came through, you have the energy of rat. Be true to yourself and the universe will reward you. I'll show you that imagery. It's absolutely beautiful, completely nurturing in this incredible spiral. Give with unconditional love and grace. Okay, these cards are absolutely stunning. There's so much light coming off them. Wow. Okay, let's draw some oracle cards first of all, and see what we are shown for reading number 3. I'm seeing this card and actually that card too for you. Okay. Interesting cards coming through for you, reading number 3. Okay, let's have a look at the oracle cards first. Angel of Belief and Angel of Challenges. This is interesting. Give with unconditional love. Gosh, there is so much light coming into these cards. It's quite incredible, actually. Really feeling that. Okay. We have career transition. We have leadership, we have go outdoors, and we have big, happy changes. Okay. Okay, Super Souls, I've just placed a little shield across the window so that we can see the cards more clearly, but I am very struck by the way the light came into this reading, and the cards were so blinding we could almost not see them. I think that's really interesting. We always listen to everything that comes through in a reading. We have the rune of ice. Ice is a rune that says that something is perhaps at a standstill. Something is either at a stalemate or a standstill. Something's not quite moving forwards yet. Now, in this reading, we're asking your angels, what is the next step towards your success? What's the next step that you need to take? Now, the rune of ice does sometimes actually ask us to sort of almost like change something, shift something within us, get still, rest up. Sometimes it literally says you need to rest up, you need to stop, you need to slow down. And attend to something so that the ice can then melt. Give with unconditional love and grace. Be true to yourself and the universe will reward you. Angel of Challenges, Angel of Belief. So what I'm being shown here, I feel, is there's some aspect of transition, a shift in some way occurring for you. Part of the challenge, I think, for you is to do with stepping up in some way or believing that you are, it's like believing in yourself enough, reading number 3. It's really interesting. It's the first reading where I've just been really drawn to this angel. This is the Green Aventurine angel. Green Aventurine, I always feel when I do a reading with this energy or I tune in with it, I feel like somebody's just wrapped a giant blanket around my shoulders and I'm being nurtured. And we have this beautiful card of the rat. Be true to yourself and the universe will reward you. There is a shift in your world at the moment. I'm feeling like there's a lot of uncertainty around you. It's time for you to assume your leadership power and passion and position and lovingly guide others. Now we have a super card, big happy changes. So unquestionably, your current situation is going to shift, it's going to move. We're being shown that really, really clearly. I almost feel as though your next steps, and we'll be drawing a lot more cards here for you, reading number 3. I feel as though something feels as if it's up in the air. Now, it may be that something just hasn't yet happened. The timing isn't quite right. There's a real gentleness in this reading, all that light that was flooding in. I actually feel that the way will be shown to you. It feels challenging for you. It's really challenging to take that step, even though that step's going to be there for you. Whatever this is, the key to whatever success is going to mean for you, big happy changes are coming, okay? But it feels like you are being asked to take a what feels for you like a monumental step. The proportions of it for me, and I will voice this, is that, so let's liken it to a particular scenario. So for example, if you had lost somebody, a partner, and you're sort of wanting to step back into the world and find a new partner, but a part of you is still really sort of choked up about it. The very idea of it, you're kind of ready, but you're kind of not. You know, you're kind of ready, but you're also afraid that the same thing might happen again. It might go wrong. We do have an element of career transition. This card, it's very interesting. Even though we have a career card in here, I want to say I don't feel that for all of you career is the issue. It may be that a career transition, it opens up some aspect of a pathway for you, but the essence of the reading is to do with a block, and the essence of the reading is to do with some sort of block, whether you feel you're sitting on the fence, you're not quite sure, you're fearful, you're worried it will go wrong, or that it can never happen to you, or there's something here about you stepping back into the world in some way, shape or form, overcoming something that will allow you. It could be a health issue, it could be a relationship issue, you could have had to shield yourself during lockdown or something, and suddenly now, and you've been working from home, and suddenly now you've got to go and work in the office, and actually it's quite overwhelming. Whatever it is for you, there's something that feels really very big for you to step into or up or over. Your angels are actually saying, look, we believe in you. It's not just about self-belief, it's about your angels saying, we believe in you. You can do this. You can handle this transition. Be true to yourself. Yes, you may need to nurture yourself. You step out, you come back. Step out into the world, you come back. But the more you do it, the more you're going to feel positive, and the more you're going to feel good about yourself. I feel it's as if you've been cocooned for some reason, or you've either cocooned yourself or circumstances cocooned you. But it is now time to manage a transition that takes you forwards, takes you out into the world, literally out, back out into the world in some way, shape or form. The key to your success, or the next step to your success, which is what these readings are about. We are asking your angels, what's the next step towards your success? I think for you guys, success is literally stepping back into the world in some way. It's overcoming a challenge, being prepared to start afresh or have another go at something. Honour your feelings, be true to your feelings. Your feelings are very valid. Stepping back into the world or up and over something doesn't mean that you are dishonoring the feelings you have about whatever it is that you're moving through. But it is time to move forwards, to take that transition, those steps, to literally get out into the world. And it's one of those scenarios where the only person who can actually do this is you. Let's draw some from the tarot pack here. This is an Archangel tarot, and we're asking for information, more information about what steps they can take, reading number 3 can take to achieve their success. I'll take both those. I end up seeing this one too. Let's have a look at these cards. And lots of them. Okay. Epiphany. Joy through spiritual growth. Be a light to others. Answers that come through meditation. King of Ariel. Successful, stable, accomplished, powerful. Your plans are working out very well. Professional and financial success, using resources wisely. There is a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. Yes. A great deal of activity. Eight of Gabriel. Sudden and immediate results. Important communication. Right, this is a very important row of cards here. Let's just pause and look at these first, reading number 3. So I think whatever caused you to cocoon yourself, interesting enough, I actually think from within that you actually have something that is worth sharing with others. Your experiences, whatever you feel you've been through, give with unconditional love and grace. Actually, the very thing that you've experienced, the very challenge that you've experienced, may actually be part of creating a new life purpose for you. And I do think it's time to recognize that your experiences are worthy of sharing. Joy through spiritual growth. Be a light to others. Answers that come through meditation. You could actually move this forwards, and this could really work for you. Okay, what I do think is that you're going to need to potentially work with others. There's something very important about not doing something in isolation, recognizing that you can be true to yourself and yet still not be working in isolation. You can be true to you. You can honor your feelings. Actually, just sharing your feelings, though, is really, really helpful. Not working alone, I do think there's something quite important about stepping into the world. The only person who can do this is you. At the same time, it doesn't mean that you're not without support. Now, the moment you actually, it's almost like this reading, your angels are also saying one of the next steps actually for you is to start to potentially talk to people, carry something of your experience into the world, you know, maybe, you know, because you have something to share, you know, and staying in isolation is not, you know, there's a better course of action. Staying in isolation is not going to help you. Staying cocooned is not going to help. You have something that can be shared with others. A great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, important communications. This is definitely a time to step into the world and take something of you with you, because you do have, your experiences have given you something that can actually help others. Perspective, Archangel Chamuel. There's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. Okay, the Chariot, determination and self-control, career achievement, acknowledgement of success by others. A very happy ending, the World, Archangel Michael, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight, which we started with. We have the card of the Sun. Life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. And then we have the card Queen of Gabriel. You can do anything right now. Go after what you want. The ability to attract helpful people. Okay, this is quite interesting because it's a different reading to reading number 2, but it nevertheless is connecting. If you found yourself drawn to reading 2 and 3, then there's definitely something around stepping up and into the world from a career perspective. Be interesting if some of you have been drawn to both of them. Now, what this reading is really acknowledging, beautiful, beautiful reading number 3, is that you've been through something that caused you to feel like you had to be in a space of retreat. You had to cocoon yourselves in order to handle, you know, what was going on. It's now time to sort of to melt the ice, really. Okay. I sort of feel like, you know, God and the angels are with you, your spirit team, you know, whatever your belief system, you know, whatever your own connection to your own guides and those who support you, they are absolutely with you. And it is time to shift your perspective away from feeling that cocooning is the only safe place to be. The next steps for you towards success are stepping up and into the world, taking that step, allowing yourself to believe that you can now have something, removing that block, recognizing that whatever you've been through, it has paved the way to your own wisdom, and it's now time to move into the world differently, taking charge. We have a very happy ending. Yeah, for some of you, if you lost somebody, you know, you've had to process that in a big way, or something happened that caused you, it stopped you in your tracks. Right, it's literally now time, look. Somebody is literally saying to you, look, we invite you back into the world here. It's time to, you know, come out of that space of darkness. If you've suffered from depression or any aspect of, you know, emotional or psychological challenge, it's now time to take those steps forwards. This is very much about your next steps to success are about stepping back into the world. So whatever the longer term outcome, it's recognizing that you have, you've been through something. It's now time to take those steps, and that will open the doorways for you. I also genuinely believe that you have something that is worthy of sharing with the world, and some of that will have come from your experiences. This is no longer the right time to be cocooned. Cocooning and safety in a safe zone is not right for you anymore. It's now time to step into your stretch zone. I used to sometimes draw, for those of you who are new to my channel, many of you will know I was a counsellor and a psychotherapist for over 28 years. I used to draw for some of my clients like little circles. We'd have an inner circle, which is your safe zone. The next circle around it is your stretch zone, and then the outer circle is your stress zone. And actually, it's really interesting because we've got circles really in this card here. Sometimes when life throws us some big stuff, we need to be in the safe zone in the middle. We need to take it easy. We need to not do too much, because actually there's so much going on that we've got to deal with that stepping into the stretch zone would turn it into the stress zone. So sometimes we need to withdraw. If life is running well, then the stretch zone is the best place to be, and sometimes we can step into even the stress zone a little bit to stretch ourselves further, but not for any amount of time. Being in the stress zone is not okay for any length of time. Sometimes if we are pushed into the stress zone for too long, we then have to retreat into the safe zone, because we actually have to recover. We've got to bring back balance into our lives. But for whatever reason, and that will be unique to you each, you needed to retire to the safe zone. It's time now to shift and move into the world. It's time to move away from that retreat, to know that your angels and your guides are really supporting you, what you're being shown, what's being illuminated. Actually, once you step away from your perspective that it's only going to be okay if I remain quiet here, safe, once you step into the world again, it will move very quickly and you will really begin to flourish again. It's almost like I feel like you're a seed that had to lay dormant under the soil. This looks like a little seed pod as well, this beautiful rat. It's as if, you know, you as a seed went into a dormant position. The climate was no longer right for growth, and you've sat under the soil. It hasn't been watered, it hasn't had water or sunshine, and you've needed to replenish and just sit still. Ice, like being in an ice age. As the ice melts, it's amazing actually. There's a really interesting thing that has just come to my mind that I think is relevant. As you know, not to say obviously we have big concerns about the ice, the ice packs melting for, with global warming, but when ice is melted, they have found seeds that were frozen in the ice, and they've planted them and they've grown, and they could have been in ice for, literally thousands and thousands of years, and they plant them and they grow. It's just incredible. And so I feel that this is this sort of position where it's now time for the ice is thawing, and it is time for you now to move back into the world, for that seed to be nurtured, watered, and to grow. So your steps are to shift your perspective from a sort of a belief that says, I must stay here. I won't cope if I go into the world. This won't be right for me if I go into the world. Actually, it will be. Or I can't risk another job or another relationship or whatever it is, because it went wrong before and it might happen again. Your angels believe in you, and somebody is really going to, for some of you, literally offer you a helping hand. Working alone may not be the best answer. For some of you, literally, I think someone will come in, offer you a helping hand. Hey, look, do you fancy coming out and doing this today? Or what about this career opportunity? Or somebody will offer you a helping hand. It's time to take that offer. If someone reaches out to you and says, look, come and join me, come and have dinner, come and do this, come and do that. Take that offer. There is going to be support available to you. And once you take that first step, there will be a lot of activity and immediate results. And do remember, just because it's busy and there's a lot of activity, that doesn't mean, oh, I can't cope with this, I must go back to my safe zone. This means that you're coming alive again. When a seed starts to grow, there is a lot of activity. We need to keep watering it. We need to weed it and look after it and nurture it. Give with unconditional love and grace. And a full circle, so something is coming to a full circle, and that's the timing of this. I think it's amazing. Even Archangel Michael, his shield looks like an egg here. Literally, it's time to hatch that egg and get back into the world. Life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. Really is time to embrace life again, and you really can do anything, so go after what you want. Whatever has been holding you back, limiting your beliefs, it's absolutely, the steps are now to step forwards, overcome the challenges of the past by stepping into the world, and things are going to happen very quickly, and they are all positive. It's like something comes to a completion, and the thing that you thought you couldn't have or that wouldn't come to you, it now comes. Super Souls, this is a magical reading, and I'm really, whatever took place in the unique circumstances of your world, I really get how important this was. I really want to honour the fact that sometimes we just have to have some time to recover, to recuperate. It's too much to be in the world. It just is too much. But truly, now is the time to start to re-enter the world in some way, shape or form, to step up, to let go of those limiting beliefs and allow yourself to receive help in any direction that comes, whatever that, however and whoever offers you things. The magic will begin the moment you step forth into the world. Look at this, these magical, almost like little droplets of I don't know whether we would say they're star like a starburst just happening, but it will move forwards quite quickly once you start to take those first steps back into the world, everything will really start to open up for you in a big way and in a very, very joyous way. And the right people will come to you to help. So your angels, reading number 3, your next steps are very much about stepping out of a place of security and comfort and safety, and accepting help, allowing yourself to receive help, and stepping forwards into the world. It's time for the ice to melt and for the new spring to come. Super Souls, beautiful reading. It is full of hope and possibility for you, which is heavenly, and of something coming to its natural completion. If this has resonated with you and you'd like to get notification of any of my readings, whether it's these timeless readings, you know, that I do spontaneously, or the readings I post every single Sunday for weekly guidance, Super Souls, I am just sending you all the love in the world. If you subscribe and click the bell icon as well, then everything I post should come into your stream as soon as I post it. Thank you for joining me, and I'm really, I can see how big this was, and I'm sorry you had to go through that. However, it is time for you to re-enter life, to honor yourself through this new process of emergence. So wonderful, Yous. Thank you for joining me. Thank you to all of you for subscribing, liking, sharing. You are awesome. Thank you for being a part of this incredible community that we're building. And thank you, Super Souls, to those of you who give back through the Super Thanks. Really is so generous of you. And thank you as well to those of you who are offering ongoing support to my work through Patreon. I do put a lot of free stuff into the world. I will put all the relevant links to anything and everything I do in the information box and comments, so you can access and scroll down if there's anything that's useful for you in those resources. Super Souls, tons and tons of love. I wish you an amazing stepping up and stepping back into the world and opening that doorway to a whole new space of future possibility.